And you're whispering while King Sanade is playing to one of your other friends to say, know that thing. Say it's not possible. And they're like, what do you mean it's not possible? The person brings out their phone, does ta 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 ta, and say, look at this. What do you mean it's not possible? Then your makeup starts running down. You're now embarrassed at your level. You see. So even if you 5 minutes daily, 10 minutes, leave scrolling and leave TikTok. Don't dance. Don't do get ready with me. We've seen your wardrobe. We've seen all the clothes that you have. It's okay for now. If you're a professional, if you're a content creator and that's your team, please, bravo, continue to go ahead. But if you're an entrepreneur who wants to understand the whole AI and the revolution of it, even if you're in your C level, you're on VP level, you need to understand it. Otherwise, people will just be telling you nonsense because then they can tell that you don't even know it. And you also know be able to read through the lines of what they're saying because they just know that you don't know it. So whatever they tell you, you just chop it. Oh, you're welcome. Welcome to SeunBDsCorner. This is our cozy part on the internet where everything soft and everything good happens, and we get to talk about work, AI, productivity, growth, and of course, gist in between as well. So if you're new here, please say hi. And if you're a regular, you've always been here, just do the peace sign, the millennial sign. That's what it's called now, right? A quarter or for the next few weeks, we're going to be talking about AI and how to use AI as a matured professional and even as a new professional as well. Because one of the things that we've found out as well, a lot of older and matured professionals run away from the facts talking about AI. And because of the fact that, oh, it's a bit overwhelming, they're not even sure how it's being used, they're not even sure why they should use it, aside from the fact that it should just be for reading their emails, looking for typos, and doing grammatical error. They actually don't understand the productivity part of it. My aim and my goal is that over the next series and episodes that we run under this AI in your 30s or AI is in your 40s and AI as a productivity tool, we leave with the different prompts that I'll be sharing. I shared like 3 or 4 prompts in the last episodes. So if you've not seen the last episode, please go to my Instagram page and you can find it on my feed. There's a highlight of 2145, lots of all the series that we've been doing. Almost 2 years. It's going to be 2 years in November this year. That yes, 2 years in November this year that I've been doing 2145. It was 8:45 a.m. then it turned to 9:45 and then it became 21:45 in the evenings as well. So you can catch the previous episodes there as well, and just rewatch it, binge watch it. But you can find the last episode where we talked about a number of prompts that can help you to create a learning plan, a skills learning plan as well, and hopefully match up your skills from where you are and from where you intend to be using AI as well. Let's not gatekeep. We're not gatekeeping here. I am not, like I always say, I don't think there's anybody that is an AI expert or AI professional yet. I think the first settlers and the first users are the ones calling themselves that, myself, for instance. And the reason why I've said so is because AI is still developing. They're still making some changes. They're still making some tweaks. They're still making some changes to Claude. They're still making some changes to charts. They're still making some changes to a number of AI tools. So it has not finally arrived. A lot of tweaks are going on here and there. So the earlier you adopt it, the earlier you navigate it, the better it is for you. Otherwise, it's going to get so overwhelming and you're going to just wonder, where do I start from? Now, it is not your fault as well, right? Beyond chats, beyond Gemini, beyond cloud and all of that, right? You see, AI for professionals and AI in the workspace, nobody has taught you. You don't have the map for it. This thing just landed on our laps and we're just told, and all of a sudden it just felt like a buzzword. AI. I've even heard people say something like AI of a thing. And I'm like, okay, right? And it was dumped on us. And then it was just assumed that, oh, you're just supposed to know it. Or you're supposed to do a 2 hours course, a 1 hour course, a 3 hours course, and then you should be an expert. Or the fact that you download it on your phone or your devices, you should know what to do. So it is actually not your fault. Do not fret. My hope and my game is, at least with this we're at least 2 or 4 episodes on this particular topic. You should be confident, right, a bit to be able to start using it, because it is very, very important for you to just realize I was sitting. It's very important for you to be able to know how to use it. You cannot run away from it. You cannot keep tossing it around. You cannot afford to keep sending it and say, oh, you know what? It's not for me. It's for the Gen Zs. Nothing like that. It is for you. It is for me. It is for us. It's here. It's here to stay, right? Because I'm behind already. Let me just forget it. Let me just get along and just do whatever it is. No, do not do that, right? Be honest. I know you have felt, right, that you're behind on AI. You've just felt like, oh my God, there's so much new AI apps. You don't even know the one that you should sign up to. So it's a bit confusing, and it's not your fault. Nobody prepared. It's just like a marriage, right? They don't prepare you for that. Nobody prepares for marriage. You know that, right? Everyone just prepares you for what color of the day. What are we eating? Have you invited your cousin's mother's cousin, stepmother, uncle, cousins that live next door to you guys that you guys don't even, I've never even seen for 20 years, but that person's supposed to be at your wedding? But guess what? On that day, you collect a certificate. Marriages are the only places where you collect certificates before you even enter. Why? I do not know. But anyway, that's how it is, right? It's just the same thing as well. AI too is just something that there's just an expectation that you should know how to use it and how to navigate it as well. Now, you will do yourself a disservice by running away from it, by being ignorant of it, or just thinking, oh, it's just a fad, it's going to pass. It's not. Unfortunately, it have entered. It's gone way deeper. I mean, to Jesus tarries, then of course, then we can stop using it. But for now, if you're going to navigate your corporate workspace, if you're going to fight, let me use the word fight, but if you're going to be gunning down for promotion, if you're going to be gunning down for productivity and optimization and spending less time in doing work that would have taken 20 hours or 30 hours, then AI is definitely something, sorry, just bringing up our blankets. AI is definitely something that you have to be very, very familiar with. It is no longer, creating slides. It is no longer read this email and tell me what this person is thinking. It is no longer business as usual. It is time to start making it work for you and be productive. So I hope that if you hang with me for the next 15 minutes on this episode, we should be able to touch points on some major things that I've taken a note down on. Now, I have a stat that I wanted to share, and it says that 800 million people use chat every week. I mean, if you think maybe in Nigeria, at least we're 200 million, maybe 100 million people use it, but then 800 million people use chat every week. Then it makes you wonder. I mean, I think I saw on the statistics again. I can't remember where I found it, but it said that Nigeria is 97 out of maybe 198, or out of 200 countries. When I said we're ranked as 97 on a AI usage country out of 200 countries that are top rank and using it. Not bad. But the thing is, we still haven't even scratched the surface of how we use AI. Now, on this episode, on this series, it's going to be more for professionals that just use it and just think, oh, just read this email quickly, or oh, give me a deck. You tell your AI, give me a deck. No, we're not doing that. You can't be watching the series and still be like that. It's okay if that's the level that you are at, but we have to get better. So last week you have to go and watch the replay, because last week we talked about the different types of AI. There's not just one AI. There's generative AI, there's writing assistant AI, there's research AIs as well. There are analytical AI. There's also the AI package that only marketing people use. And I am sure there's also AI that financial people use as well. The first thing that you have to do for yourself is that you have to start using them now. The earlier you use them, the better it would be for you to be able to know which one works better with what. Unfortunately, because of my usage, I can tell you for a fact, but I can't name the particular AI as well. This particular AI that is very bad with typos. Typos everywhere. If you use that AI to design anything, if you scrutinize and zoom in, you will see typo. But it's a fantastic AI when it comes to building creativity, building, doing a mood board. So, and again, I can only do this again because for my usage. That being said, Claude has increased their price of AI. I saw the information this morning and I'm just like, a beg. Who have I done wrong? Like, how can I go from 15,000 to 30,000 on subscription? But that's by the way. Now, the point again there is, again, and you know what that means? I hope you know what that means. That means, again, for people that have not even started using AI, they are automatically starting to now cut, a certain batch of people out of the chain. Yeah, let me leave that one there. So, one of the key things I just wanted to mention that I said in the last episode that I should just say here is, if your workspace already has a subscription or already gives you access to using an AI tool, great. But make sure that you understand that you using an AI tool at work means that your IT technician or your IT department can see all the things you're writing in the AI. So don't go and be writing how to apply for Canadian visa. I just want to run away from this place. They can see it and show your boss if it's something that is, that is concerning and bothering. However, my suggestion was, if, for instance, your work uses Google Workspace and you have Google Gemini Pro, what you should then do is, for your own phone and for your own enlightenment and knowledge seeking, you can then look for another AI tool. It shouldn't have to be the same one that your office gives you, or you shouldn't just totally depend on the one your office gives you and leave it there. No, you have to make sure that you have neither here or there. You have a mix of both, so that by the time you leave that place of work, or you decide to go on your own, or you go for interviews, you're very fluent in knowing what each AI does and what their unique selling point is. Because I tell you for a fact, why it might sound like, oh, they're all open AI, they're all the same AI, they're not all at the same capacity and the same strength as well. And it's from the way you use it and how often you use it that you'll be able to tell. And these things are things that tell when you go for interviews and they're asking you questions also. Okay, so we talked about writing assistant, and we talked about, it'd be nice to have done something around, settle versus reach. Are you just settling for what your organization throws at you, or from what you hear? So like how I've said, oh, chat, and you're like, yeah, let me just use chat. Oh, I already use chat. Oh God, oh well. And then you're like, I'm good. No, you're not good. You're not. That's not the final thing. There's more. So, or you go for a session and someone just says, oh, Cloud is the best thing. Like, oh, well, I already use Cloud anyway, free version. No, you're not there. That's not how AI is being used. That's not the best way for professionals, though, right? And for professionals and Christians who want to show excellence at work, there are some things that you have to invest in for yourself. Don't forget, this is our own cozy corner of the internet, where we just talk about faith, AI, productivity. So if you see me pulling up my blanket, just know that I'm trying to remind you that chill and relax, and it's just a chilled conversation, right? So you're not there yet. So you need to almost understand that because you went for one session and they've shown you 4 or 5 different tools and you have 3 of them, and you're like, no, I'm safe, I'm good. There is more, okay? Something called model literacy, right? Model literacy means that you should know, how to use at least the basic apps, right? And what to use it for. By now, as a professional of over 5 years working experience and even 1 year working experience, by now you should have a model literacy. Model literacy meaning, do you know which AI is better for reading and writing your emails? Do you know which AI is better for reviewing an 100-page report and giving you exactly what you need out of it? Do you know what AI is better for? If I'm coming from a marketing, my own marketing background now, do you know what AI is better for marketing analysis? Do you know what AI is better for research? One AI does not do everything. Can do, but it's not efficient in everything. So there is I don't want to mention names so I don't get in trouble. CapCut is a video-centric AI, right? You cannot be almost expecting CapCut to give you text. If you notice, if you ever try to ask it to give you a prompt, that's not its capability. It's a video editing app, right? But if you go to Gemini as well, Gemini can give you storylines. It can give you text. You can start with something and ask it to continue. It can build it. But then when it comes to rendition, is Gemini the best? So these are the things that you need to already know by now. And when I say by now, please don't let it fly over your head. It is just from a usage thing. So you're thinking, so how many AI do I now need to test? You can start with 3. You can start with 2, but you can never settle with 1. You can never settle for 1. You can, like, you hear some people have 15 different AI. I don't know why they do that, but I don't think I can. But there's a reason for it, right? Because they get they get they have an idea, they have a business idea, they bounce it off a particular AI, it does the research, they're happy with it, they export it, takes another AI. Some people don't even sit on one AI result. I don't as well. I actually there was a brand guideline that I did recently, and what I did was after I'd mapped out what I wanted, what the client had asked me to do for them, and what I wanted as well, I then took it to the first AI. It gave me the result. I said, okay, where's the second AI? Gave it the same prompt, tweaked it a bit based on that result, so something else I was looking for. Got the result. Went to the third AI. Again, tweaked it a bit, not too much, but again, my prompts were very specific. Got it. Then took the three results and went back to one of those three AIs and said, look at these three results. I want you to highlight the differences, the similarities, and the areas that was overlooked, which I should be concerned about. Then it did that. And then I was able to see, like, oh, so this one said this one said that, this one missed that. They don't all say the same thing. It doesn't matter. Even when you use the same prompt, they still don't all say the same thing. And the reason why you can do this is you have to keep their tools. I mean, if you're an employer of labor, you would know that even human beings, they're not perfect. So you and that's why I said that if you hear anyone that says, oh, I'm an AI expert, oh, I know everything, I think with a pinch of salt. Do you know why? Because software is still updating. They are still changing it. There's still a lot of refining going on. Just like our iOS updates every week, almost a new update, right? So you can almost say, oh, I'm at it already. Sorry, my head just went everywhere. I'm at it already. I've gotten to the peak. No. Because by tomorrow now, they will give this another update that will not confuse all of us. Do you understand? So it is very important that you start to use it, you start to embrace it. Try. If you need a particular AI to create a PowerPoint for you, get it. Go to another AI again. Get it. Go to another AI again. Canva also has an AI, but that Canva is a design app. It's a design generator. So you need to, because again, Canva cannot give you your content. If you use Canva only for your content or to check grammatical error, you are very wrong. It cannot do that. What you need to do is maybe finish your design, do your template, export it, take it to two other very, writing assistant type of AI. If you don't know the examples of writing assistant type of AI, you have to watch our other episode and get it to review it for you. So you have to make sure that you're not settling. If you keep settling, you're going to be overwhelmed and you're not going to be using the right AI for the purpose of work. There's a different AI to be able to help you with your strategy. There's a different AI to be able to help you with your tonality and writing. It can also be the same AI. There's some AIs that are very, magnificent and superficial, but you would not know until you use it. And I'm not here to recommend, and I don't think that you should stick to anyone that recommends. So there might be a trend where everyone is shouting Claude. There might be another trend again where everyone is shouting Chat. Another trend again where everybody says, oh, that open AI is crazy, and then you are now confused. No, you have to try. So if you've gone around and you've seen that there's the particular 3 or 4 AI that you keep hearing all the time, then get hold of them. Spend 10 minutes. 10 minutes is all you need. 10 minutes, 20 minutes. And I guarantee that it would increase. 10 minutes daily. 10 minutes, leave scrolling, leave TikTok. Don't dance. Don't do get ready with me. We've seen your wardrobe. We've seen all the clothes that you have. It's okay for now. If you're a professional, if you're a content creator and that's your team, please, bravo, continue to go ahead. But if you're an entrepreneur who wants to understand the whole AI and the revolution of it, even if you're in your C level, you're on VP level, you need to understand it. Otherwise, people will just be telling you nonsense because then they can tell that you don't even know it. And you also will be able to read through the lines of what they're saying because they just know that you don't know it. So whatever they tell you, you just chop it. Oh, it can't do that. That one can never do that. No, that AI, no, it's not possible. And you just like, oh, it's not possible. Oh. There's when you go for O1B and you're whispering while King Sonade is playing to one of your other friends to say, I know that thing. Say, it's not possible. And they're like, what do you mean it's not possible? The person brings out their phone, just and say, look at this. What do you mean it's not possible? Then your makeup starts running that you're now embarrassed at your level. You see, so even if you feel like, oh, I pay people enough to do it, I'm such a, I'm the head of the department. Great. I love it. I love it for you. but you cannot be ignorant of the fact of the models of AI tools that are available, of what they can do. And you have to be able to use them as well. In fact, you should have to even almost be a teacher to your team so that they can know that before they come to you and tell you whatever it is, you're on top of your game. And it is not from, unfortunately, it's not from doing a 1 hour course or listening to sessions like this that would empower you. It is from usage, from practical, from practice is how you will get better. So again, like I said, 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, while you're in the car, especially if you have a driver, take some time, play around with it. You see reports from your competition. I mean, it's going to be towards December now. There's going to be a lot of reports being released about spending habits, days, cans, award, all of that, job, future of work, all those reports. Download them. Look for the 2 or 3 particular AI. Ask it to spoon out things that are related to your own niche, to your own industry. Again, we're going to talk about prompt engineering. I did say last week we we're going to talk about prompt engineering today, but I really wanted to refine and boost you and let you know that you should really need to start using AI now. You need to start understanding different models. You need to start understanding different features. You need to start understanding which one fits for what. Until you understand that, I can give you examples of prompts. I can sell prompts to you. You will still be stuck. It will just fly over your head. And we don't want that, because we're children of God. And everywhere we go, we have to bring excellence. We have to bring diligence. So the diligence in us would let us to know that, one, we have to start practicalizing it and start using it, start embodying it, start finding out which one works for what, which one would make me be better at learning, which one is better for my CV, which one is better for my content calendar, because not all of them are perfect for content calendar. So I'll leave that there. There's a particular writing AI, writing assistant AI that is so good with research, so good with research compared to some other ones. But then again, your prompt also is dependent. But how would you know this if you do not use it? It's not only for, oh, how does my hair look today? Oh, I got this text message from my friend. What do you think she meant? Please, I beg. We've moved on from that one. If you're still there, I don't know what to do. It's okay, but it's not the way it should be. So we're talking about, I referred to what we talked about last week about different types of AI that we use and how we use them and how often we should use them as well. So I would like to close because, like I said, it's just for 15 minutes and we're just running through what we talked about last week, and then me just trying to get you. Sorry, I have I don't know, my gum is swollen, so it's sensitive. So it's rubbing against each other, so it hurt me. So that's why I'm speaking. That's why my accent. I don't know whether it's British or whether it's Nigerian, British, Dubai. Whichever one you are hearing, take it like that. Just follow the caption. Please. My gum is really hurting me. I have a cough as well. So don't go and download 10 different AI tools because, when you went here today, it was dipstick. When you went there tomorrow, they said it's, I can never pronounce that word, the other one, Pelasticity. You went somewhere, they said, Gemini is the best. You went somewhere else again, they said, Claudium. You went somewhere, then you too, as you are hearing this thing, you're just downloading. You opened TikTok one day, you saw an advert, one girl was walking out of the screen saying, for you to be able to get this kind of effect, this is the kind of tool you download. They are all in different categories. There's the video AI, there's the sound, the one that creates music. There is the writing assistant. Remember that, and some writing assistants have now been so updated and so refined that they can actually now create short clip videos. Right? There's the creative AI as well, which was what we talked about, Canva, and some writing assistant AIs have now also been so updated that they can also now do good creatives as well. But some of them you can't edit it. The ones that you can easily edit is better done on Canva. CapCut is also another very good video AI, that goes without saying, right? Then and InShot is also another one. It's also another AI. A lot of them are starting to input AI into their different things. Look, in the next few years, not even few years, maybe next few months. In fact, some part of the world are already talking about agents, automation. One of the automation tips that I'll tell you that I do anyway, which I hope you do, is for my own niche and for my own industry, I have my AI sweep rather. sweep around the world, Nigeria, Africa, and then global. And I gave you some particular titles and topics that I want you to be able to scoop and deliver to me 9 a.m. every day. Yes, it does that, right? It tells me like they're in 8 different categories. I want to know what's happening in those areas and just put them and all of that. And I get them. And then the ones that interest me, I click on them. Those are automation. I don't have to be sitting down and I mean, as a senior brand manager from Extreme Ideas, what we used to do then was you be going to each blog and looking for trending story and all of that, right? So that's an automation as well. The agents that I have are agents that that I've just created threads. So I mentioned that in last week's series as well, where you don't have to be creating new chat every time. Some people it works for them because one of our very close friends was taking us through. Again, it was taking us through AI, yes, because again, like I told you, there's no full expert because things are changing and things are evolving. So some things that you think you know and you think you've arrived, some people are saying things and like, oh wow, I did not even know that part. Yes, we're all learning. So nobody has arrived there yet. Okay. So some people use open new chats. But for me, maybe because I'm very organized, it messes with my head. I need to be able to know some. There's a project. There's an agent for my career. There's an agent for my mission and values. There's an agent for my home. So that everybody just has their files and they can easily remember. One of the other things that I also learned recently in a session where a paid session. I don't want to mention her name, but if you watch a lot of AI videos on YouTube, you know her. And one of the things she talked about was creating modes, MODE. So you can actually tell you have to give your AI, you have to tell your AI, you can create 10 modes, 20 modes, but she said no more than 4, whereby you say, be a genius. Every time I ask you to go into a genius mode, this is what I expect you to do. Every time I ask you to go into XYZ mode, this is the kind. So I set mine yesterday and I'm so happy. So I looked for, I don't want to tell you that one. See, you need to use AI, right? So like I said, that's why I said that nobody has arrived anywhere yet, right? Because again, where you think you have gotten up to and you think, oh, that's the border base, it's a lie. Somebody else has gone further than that, right? So it is a learning thing. So you cannot run away from it. Okay. All right. So as we close, I said, don't download 10 AI tools because I've said you open TikTok now, somebody will say, wondering how to get something like this, you download. Then you go to Twitter, all the AI experts say, this is a new one. You download. You get to work. You get an email or newsletter from work to say, everybody must download this. This is where the companies go. You download. Then, but you now open your phone. First of all, your bank apps everywhere. Then your AI apps everywhere. Overwhelmed. It's called overload of information. So you now have a paradox of choice. You don't know which one to pick because you just have too much choices. No, start with 1, start with 2. So download 2, download 3, go online or just check around which are the top 3 ones that people talk about so much. Download them, start using them frequently. Use it, try it. Don't use it for 1 day and say you're tired. You continue 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 1 week, and it goes like that. And you keep 10 minutes a day, 10 minutes every other day, 20 minutes every other day. Put your phone in your room, come to the living room, open your laptop, do what you need to do, or turn off all notifications. Why are you acting like your phone is in control of you and you're not in control of it? Turn off your notifications. Sit. I said maybe you don't want to get promoted and you don't want to grow your career. Then please, ignore everything that I've said and just turn this off and please go and look for this blogger. You'll be fine, right? But for the serious-minded individuals and serious-minded professionals, you have to be able to dedicate time. It can be hard, especially in Lagos, in Nigeria, where we battle with a lot of things. What you wake up is different from what you planned in your journal. I understand. I've been there. I kind of can always be there, but it's a lie. I no longer dwell into my feelings. What do I need to do now? And then I get to do it, right? And then when you're tired mentally, take a break or go back to it, right? So look for that 2 to 3 apps. Start. Focus on one of it for a week. In fact, ask that app to that AI to tell me how I can best use you. That's a prompt. Tell me how are the best features and how best I can use you. I am currently an intern in a banking organization. I don't like my job. I think I might want to move in the next 6 months. Tell me how I can best use you and what you can do for me. Study the app. Let it tell you about it's a machine. It has a manual. But if you don't ask it and if you don't put this kind of prompt in it, you just look at it and you'll be very confused. And what you just be saying to it is, oh, create a slide. Meanwhile, that AI is a machine that can do way more than that. Or you're waiting to find someone that will say, download, click this link and download 10 free prompts to get started. I say it and I'll say it again with my full chest. Nobody will cook, hear what I said, will cook a prompt and give it to you free. Nobody would. Because I derive prompts. So I know how hard it is to tweak a prompt and keep tweaking it to you get what you and then I'll come and give it to you free. As how? How? No. Nobody, that's why I said no, I didn't say nobody would have a prompt too. I said nobody will cook a prompt that it's taking them weeks to get, especially someone like me that I do digital products a lot. So it's not your first prompt and it's not the first result that you sell. You are going to sit down on that thing and you're going to keep refining, keep changing, keep tweaking, go to 10 other apps and then I'll now say, oh, click here to download free app. It's not like that too. That's not how it is. It's a capitalism world. Don't be like that. They can give you the free app. Anybody can give you the free app that AI already gives it free. Of course, if AI gives me an AI and a prompt free, well, of course I'll give it to you free. Why not? I mean, it's free. But if I sat down to cook that particular prompt, I would not be giving you for free. I tell you that for a fact. Fact. And I stand to be corrected. Okay, category. Pick 2 apps per category. If you don't know what the category means, please go back to last week's video. I'll put the link somewhere on here. It's not on YouTube yet, but it's on my Instagram page. I'm hoping that by the time you watch this, it should be on my YouTube. Download 2 per categories, then study them. Give it that prompt that I just mentioned. If you missed it, just rewind, go back to where I read that prompt out and ask it to do that for you. Help it, study it, understand the other intricacy, and then even tell that AI app, this is the prompt that I paid for, and I can tell you that one is fine. Just say, tell me something about you that 99.5% of your users do not know. Yes, tell it so that you can use it to your best. Because remember that I said that there's some writing apps, that AI apps that can now do a number of things, but it might not just be their core. But nobody will talk about it because everybody has not used it yet. Until when the company say, people, you are not using this part of this AI, then all of us will now be sounding like, oh my God, it's a new raving thing. Wow, what a wow. Meanwhile, it's always been there. Right? Okay. Thank you very much for joining me today. Maybe it is actually something that you need or can be useful to you. I'm more than happy to do that. Like I didn't come. This is God's gift, right? So I do hope that today you find time, or this week as we go into the weekend as well, half week, you find time and you create that. So while you find time to exercise, yes, it's a very, very busy world. While you find time to exercise, find time to sleep 8 hours. I really don't know who sleeps 8 hours. Are you sick? You're not sick, so why are you sleeping 8 hours? Except if you've been sleeping for the past 2 days, then okay, yes, you need to catch up on your sleep. Fair enough. Or if you're a young person, you're sleeping 8 hours, you're very wrong. But you need to find time to exercise, you need to find time to eat healthy, you need to find time to go and do some medical checkups, you need to find time to visit family, you need to remember people's birthday. I think I have a birthday template free. Is it free? No. It's okay. It will be free by the time you're watching this. On my seller platform, you can always download that and just write everybody's birthday on one pager and paste it on your cupboard. It will help you. It helps me a lot somehow, right? It does save me from a lot of embarrassment. Or just put them in your calendar and then get AI to remind you 24 hours before that day as well. So there's so many things, and then you have to remember someone's wedding. You have to go to church. You have to pray. You have to fast. Now you have to test out AI. Yes, you kind of have to. You have to find a way to fit into that 24 hours. You have to find a way to fit into that 24 hours. If you look at how many hours and minutes that you spend dumb scrolling, watching videos like this, which are edifying for you, I must say, you would find 10 minutes. That's why I said maybe 10 minutes per day, or 10 minutes for every other day as well. Or when you're in the toilet and you know that you're always dumb scrolling, you can use that time as well to do stuff like that. One of the reasons why I have this tab, this mini tab, I'm a gadget freak aside that, is this tab does not have WhatsApp, doesn't have Instagram, doesn't have any social media. The only thing that this tab has are books, YouTube, Canva, which I barely use Canva on this, and pictures. That's all it has. So whenever I'm with this, I'm less distracted. You might need to do that if you can afford it. If you can't afford it, then find a way to tune down the notification on your phone. And I hope you get started. I hope you're able to embrace AI. I do hope this was helpful. And I do hope that today you're going to be able to leave to go and test, and test as much, test the AI tools, test the AI per category, see the one you're comfortable with, start getting to use them. You can start with, a number of the prompts that I just shared. If you stop and you don't know how to get started, please feel free to send me a DM. Don't worry, if it's going to be a paid something, I'll tell you out and direct. But most of the time, it's not. It's just a conversation that we need to start with. And I'm always more than happy to, if it's not a prompt that I cooked, I'm more than happy to share the prompt, to say, oh, look at this prompt I used in getting started. Evening, and I definitely wish you, sincere from the bottom of my heart, all the best in life and in everything your hand finds to do. God bless you and God keep you always. My name is SeunBDsCorner. Good evening.